Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottrishat Shri Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Anand Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshvakabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Which verse? 18. 6.8. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 8, Text number 18. Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patpapatyad Dvandvad Bhaya Dushabho Nirjitatma Yagyasya Lokad Davata Janantad Balo Ganat Krodavashad Indraha Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patpapatyat Dvandvad Bhayadushabho Nirjitatma Yagyasya Lokat Vatanjanata Balo Ganat Krodavashad Indra Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patpapatyat Dvandvad Bhayadushabho निर्जितात्मा
धन्वादयादृशगो निर्जितात्मा
यज्ञस्य लोकाद् वताञ्जनान्तात्
यज्ञश्लोकाजनाता
बलो गणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्रा
बलो गणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्र धन्वन्तरी भगवान् वर्तपाद्यात् धन्वन्तरी भगवान् पार्थापत्यात् द्वन्द्वद्वयादृशगो निर्जितात्मा द्वन्द्वाद्वयादृशगो निर्जितात्मा यश्च लोकादवताज्जनाता यश्च लोकादवताज्जनाता बलो गणात् क्रोधावसादहीन्द्रा बलो गणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्र धन्वन्तरी भगवान् पार्थापत्यात् धन्वन्तरी भगवान् पार्थापत्यात् द्वन्द्वाद्वयादृशगो निर्जितात्मा द्वन्द्वाद्वयादृशगो निर्जितात्मा यज्ञश्च लोकात् अवताज्जनाता यज्ञश्च लोकादवताज्जनाता बलो गणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्र बलो गणात् क्रोधवशादहीन्द्र
धन्वंतरी the incarnation Dhanvantari, the physician, Bhagavan, the supreme personality of Godhead, Patu, may he protect me, Apathyat, from things injurious to the health, such as meat and intoxicants, Dvandvat, from duality, Bhayat, from fear, Rishabha, Lord Rishabdev, Nirjit Atma, who fully controlled his mind and self, Yagya, Yagya, Cha, and Lokat, from the defamation of the populace, Avatat, may he protect, Jana Atna Antat, from dangerous positions created by other people, Balaha, Lord Balram, Ganat, from the hordes of Krodhavashat, the angry serpents, Ahindraha, Lord Balram in the form of the serpent Sheshnag. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrī Kṛṣṇa. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead in His incarnation as Dhanvantari relieve me from undesirable eatables and protect me from physical illness. May Lord Rishabdev, who conquered his inner and outer senses, protect me from fear produced by the duality of heat and cold. May Yajna protect me from the defamation and harm from the populace, and may Lord Balaram as Shesha protect me from envious serpents. Purport. To live within this material world, one may face many dangers as described herein. For example, undesirable food poses a danger to health, and therefore one must give up such food. Dhanvantari incarnation can protect us in this regard. Since Lord Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities, if he likes, he can save us from Adi Bhautik disturbances from other living entities. Lord Balaram is a Sesh incarnation, and therefore he can save us from angry serpents or envious persons who are always ready to attack. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha. Vancha kalpataruvesya kripa sindhupevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. So we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 8, text number 18. Chapter title is The Narayan Kavach Shield. So these are the Narayan Kavach are the prayers to the different incarnations of the Supreme Lord or different personalities empowered by the Supreme Lord. So may the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as a Dhanvantari relieve me from the undesirable eatables and protect me from the physical illness. May Lord Rishabdev, who conquered his inner and outer senses, protect me from the fear produced by the duality of heat and cold. May Yajna protect me from defamation and harm from the populace, and may Lord Balaram as Shesha protect me from envious serpents. Srila Prabhupada begins purport with this: to live within this material world, one must face many dangers. In the 5th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, it describes that how entering in this material world is like entering into the forest. जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुब्रमण्य की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. So this enjoying spirit, this, the chapter title is that the forest of material enjoyment. It's a forest. So those who are enjoying spirit in this world, forgetting Krishna, there is a danger at every step. Padam padam yad vipadam. Padam padam is every step. Haribol. पदम पदम मीन्स कदम कदम, कदम कदम पे खतरा है. For whom? Those who have forgotten God, Krishna. Not for the people who have taken shelter of Krishna. For them there is no danger. That's what this shloka says, that samashrita. Samashrita means ashrita, those who have taken ashraya. Samashrita ye padapallava plavam. What ashraya they have taken? The ashraya, someone can translate. उसको किसी can translation कर सकते लोकेश के लिए. So samashrita ye padapallava plavam, those who have taken ashraya of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Pada Pallava. Pada means the lotus feet. Pallava means the lotus. The lotus feet. Pada Pallava Plavam, which is like a boat. Plavam is boat. This whole material world is the ocean. Ocean of birth and death. Just like in the forest or in the ocean, there is always danger. Similarly, this material world also is a dangerous place. So those who have taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, which is a very powerful boat, and that lotus feet of the Lord is also a shelter of this whole material existence. Mahat Padam. Punya Yasho Murari, the Lord, killer of the demon Mura. So those who have taken shelter, for them this whole material existence becomes completely harmless. Bhavam Buddhir Vatsa Padam Param Padam. Bhavam Buddhi means this Bhava, the Ambudhi, ocean of material existence, or the ocean of birth and death. Bhavam Buddhi becomes Vatsapadam, the water which is contained into the hoof print of the calf. Like in the rainy season, if the calf is moving in the muddy place, the hoof print of the calf, how much water is stored? That whole material existence ocean becomes like this water. Even child can easily cross. Bhavam Buddhir Vatsapadam. Vatsa means the calf. Padam. This whole material existence, such a vast ocean, big tapasvis, sages who are very powerful ascetics, they also drown in this. Nobody can survive if they have not taken shelter of Krishna. But for the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord, for them the whole material existence becomes completely harmless and small puddle. Bhavam Buddhir Vatsa Padam. And who are these devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord? That they are always targeting the Parampadam, the supreme destination. They want to go back to spiritual world. Parampadam, the highest destination, Vaikuntha. Bhavam Buddhir Vatsapadam, Parampadam. That they are not after these small pleasures of this material world. They are targeting the highest destination. Samsiddhim Paramam Gata. Paramam, the supreme destination there. They are not just busy in adjusting this material world's problems. Okay, I am not having this product. Okay, and when I'll get this? Everybody is simply adjusting for this material pleasure, the things of this world. And there is a competition, cutthroat competition to get different positions in this world. Different positions means padam also, pada. So they are always having competition to get a higher position in the material world. Everybody is dissatisfied. Common worker want to become supervisor, supervisor want to become a manager want to become senior manager or general manager, and then he want to become CEO, and then this like that, then somebody wants to become minister, then chief minister and the prime minister, and then if they become advanced, then they want to become demigods. And then the demigods also, there is a competition, they want to become Indra, and then ultimately Brahma, and ultimately God. This is a competition going on. Nobody is satisfied in this world. So this param padam means going beyond this material world. Who can think about things beyond material world? Only one who has done with this material world. There is no use of simply changing the positions. Everywhere is the same. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartina varja. Whether you go to Brahma's position or any positions, same thing is going on here. Yasvindra gopa matavendra mahotsva karma. Whether you become Indra or Indra Gop, everybody is entangled in the karmic reactions. So there is no use of changing position in this world. One who understands this, he has no any interest in this material worlds, simply changing positions. He wants to go back to Krishna's place and be with the Lord. Prabhu said, no gentleman will want to be in this material world. Gentleman means just like no gentleman will want to be in jail. Similarly, no gentleman who has completely got purified the heart, at least he realized that this is a problem and he wants to purify consciousness. Then one will naturally not want to be in a jail. A person who is reformed in the jail will naturally want to live a very nice outside life as a normal citizen. He is really reformed in the jail. Otherwise he want to come out on the same thing, go in the jail. Of course, nobody wants to be in jail because there is suffering. But this particular jail of Maya is that even the people are suffering, they are unable to get out of it. Just like a jail person, a criminal also, doesn't want to be in jail. But as soon as he comes out, he performs the same activities which makes him go to the jail. That means he wants to be in jail. Similarly, in this material world also, people are suffering, but at the same time they are not able to go out of this material world. They are again pulled down to this material world because of their mentality, enjoying mentality. Envy, greed, lust, pride, illusion, anger. This is the cause of suffering. Not the external attack of all these things is based on our internal state of our consciousness. If internally one is completely purified, this material nature has no any power to actually harm us, because it is ultimately controlled by the Lord. Lord is supremely merciful person. Everything is orchestrated by the Lord. The suffering in our life comes because of our own previous karmic reactions. Those who have got completely purified heart, the material nature has no any influence over them. All the material nature can do, but since it is orchestrated by the Lord, material nature doesn't do anything to the devotees. Prakrutyam cha hata ujisham. Prakriti means the material nature becomes hata. Hata means he becomes powerless to harm a devotee. Because it is all ultimately orchestrated by the Lord. But as long as we have got this tendency to exploit the resources of this world and we are carried away by envy, greed, lust, we are bound to encroach other people's freedom and exploit the resources in this world. And then the reaction comes in the form of sufferings. Sufferings are because of our own misuse of our freedom. And we don't realize that. In today's world also you can see people don't realize how much they are exploiting the resources of this material nature. They don't care. So many animals are being slaughtered in the slaughterhouses. So many cows are being slaughtered. So many. And they think it's their right. To protect their health, they have to eat meat. To get some proteins and vitamins, whatever they are thinking. And even if you go to the doctor normally also, the devotees, if you have some vitamin deficiency, they'll say, because you are not eating meat. Although the God has made, all these things are available in the vegetarian food. But because they want to eat meat, they have to justify. Similarly, they were justifying this abortions also, the tissue removal. This tissue removal. There is no any life in the embryo. They make their own theories like this. First is they want to commit sinful activities and they don't refer to the scriptures. They create their own laws and they create their own conceptions. There is no next life, there is no previous life, there is no God. So you can do whatever you want. Might is right. Survival of fittest. They make their own theories like this. Darwin theories or this theory, that theory. Ultimately, they want to go on exploiting the resources based on their greed and lust and envy. And that's why these atheistic theories come. Otherwise, Krishna consciousness, Krishna can be seen 24 hours by a devotee who has got pure heart. You don't need any proofs of this material world. Once your heart is cleansed, no envy, no greed, no lust, Krishna manifests himself. One who loves Krishna, 24 hours. You can see Krishna's hand everywhere, Krishna's control, supervision everywhere. And such a devotee never, he automatically follows the laws of the God. Because he has no envy, no greed, no lust. He doesn't encourage other people's freedom. And his life becomes peaceful. That's the way to become peaceful. Not that we are just greedy and lusty and envious and we are dissatisfied and we want to some other fulfill those needs. Because everybody is doing like that. Then dukkha aushadhi tadapi dukkham. The solutions found out by materialistic people simply increase their misery more. Unless they take a path of purification, there is no hope of peace and happiness. The whole material world is running behind this, their uncontrolled mind and senses, dissatisfied. The Lord can protect a person even if one has acted sinfully. If we take shelter of Krishna in this life, here it said, one takes shelter of Krishna, Krishna can protect. Aham tvam sarvapebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. But these people will not take shelter. They will not be able to take shelter of Krishna because of their desire to continue their sinful activities. They will not be able to chant also. Chanting becomes difficult, simple things. If you chant holy name of the Lord, all your impurities will be gone. Sinful tendencies will be gone. But they want to continue sinful activity. Think, how can I live without these sinful actions? How can I live without greed? How can I live without lust? How can I live without envy towards others? Owner's pride is neighbor's envy. Owner's pride. Neighbor's envy is owner's pride. You have heard this advertisement. पड़ोसी अगर envious हो जाता है, तो that is your pride. Oh, he is becoming envious. So they want to enjoy these anarthas. Somebody is becoming envious, they will happy that okay, he's envious of. That means I am doing something better. That's what they advertise, owner's pride. That you own this car and the neighbors will become envious. That's how your pride is. So they want to show off their opulences in this world where people are envious of them and that is their happy. That's not a gentleman. Why you want to be in this place? Krishna doesn't want to be in this place because everybody is envious of. In spiritual world, everybody is lover of God. Everyone loves Krishna. That's why Krishna wants to be in spiritual world. He comes here out of his causeless mercy, but he doesn't want to be here, nor any devotee want to be here. They want to go back to spiritual world. So, danger. As long as we desire to be in this material world and enjoy this material world, then we have to encounter various kind of dangers. It is inevitable. And such risky life everybody is living in this world. Anytime, anything can happen. Padam padam, yad padam. Everything is going nice and suddenly there is an earthquake. Finished. People are going enjoying on the sea beach and suddenly tsunami comes. I saw one video of people are enjoying, laughing and suddenly big wave came. And all their enjoyment is finished. One is going and enjoying in a restaurant and suddenly some unwanted food or contaminated food or something he eats and drinks, then health is gone. In between there is a COVID. And you can see everybody is fearful. Anywhere you go, touch. And in IIT I heard, in the beginning time there was nothing clear how the COVID is spreading. People are so afraid. In spite of knowing also, they were afraid of coming out of their home in the balcony also. Because there was a rumor that COVID spread by the air. So that if I come in the outside, so they were closing their doors and sitting inside. So this is a material nature. And that danger is always there. But now so many people are dying, that's why they think they were so fearful. Maya covers our knowledge, but actually that danger is everyday. It's not during COVID times. In COVID times, there were no accidents. And hardly people are dying of accidents. Now you will see, whatever people died during COVID times are dying in the accident now also. It's not that only in COVID times people died. Death has to come either by accident or by COVID. But because in COVID it was seen some people are dying, but now also same people are dying. In fact, more people are dying now. But we are not afraid because we have become used to it. So that's the nature of this material world. In spite of so many dangers, people are used to the things. Ahani ahani bhutani gacchanti amalayam sheshasthavara icchanti himascharayam param. The greatest wonder is that people see that people are dying around them. Not only old people, younger people are also dying. Still everyone thinks in this world that I am not going to die. I live forever here. And that is greatest wonder. This is such a powerful influence of Maya. The tsunami waves happened and then people were discussing, oh, thank God that we are living not near the ocean. Some people were thinking, हम तो ocean के बाजू में नहीं रह रहे. It's just an illusion. We are used to the thing which is more dangerous than ocean. So many cars are going and you are walking in between. Once one Prabhupada disciple, one Maharaj had come, who lives in Brazil. Purushatri Swami Maharaj. So in our Brahmacharya class, he was giving a presentation about his place, that farm or that community where Brazil, near the ocean, near the forest. He was showing the video, some slides, nice greenery photographs of that place. Everywhere greenery was there, so trees, and in fact no soil was visible. Either grass or the trees or the plants or the creepers. And in between there are houses. It was looking very beautiful. But then one devotee asked question, Maharaj, there is no land visible here, only trees and plants. Are there snakes also? He said, yes, lot of snakes are there. So don't you feel afraid of this? No, we are used to it, he said. I feel afraid when I come to the cities and see the car moving. How people are traveling. At least in the forest, snakes don't attack unnecessarily. Unless you step on them or like that. Here you are walking and the car may come and hit you. And oftentimes accident happen fine. And even if you are going very nicely, somebody else will come and hit. So here is more danger, he said. So I feel surprised how the people are living in such more danger than the cities. It is just how you become accustomed to certain things. We forget danger in this world. And that's why reading Bhagavatam means to remind ourselves the actual situation of this material world. It's not just to make us fearful. It is like that. We want to live a life of illusion, forgetfulness. And then because of this forgetfulness we are suffering. Krishna bholiya jiva bhogavancha kari. We forget ourselves, we forget Krishna, and we think that we are the controllers. And we forget that our heart is contaminated, mind is contaminated. And there are laws of nature. With this contaminated mind, we are bound to perform sinful activities. In Kali Yuga, you see so many sinful activities. Drinking liquor, eating meat, illicit sex, gambling. And people justify all these activities. They went to preach to London, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's disciples. And then one person, one very so-called gentleman, the society well-respected person, Lord, they called Lord, one of the Lord Jetland. Lord means a very respected, gentlemanly person. So he said, I want to become a Brahman. Can I become Brahman? They said, yes, you can become Brahman. So you have to follow some principles, some rules. What I have to follow? He says, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. And he was shocked. He said, impossible. If I don't do all this activity, what is the life? What remains in life? This is the material world. This is Kali Yuga. You can see big intellectuals coming to the institute or going to the corporate world. What they are doing? This thing only. People come together and then party means there's liquor, meat eating, and then illicit sex. These are the parties. And there are things. In America, there is no word, something called illicit sex. I was hearing one lecture. Illicit sex, this word is not there in America. This is, and he said, anybody who is not doing these activities, when he has become teenage, then he is considered he has psychological some problems. If he is not having a relationship with different girls or boys, Shastra says very sinful. But then they don't consider this illicit or illicit. Everything is fine. Meat eating is fine, illicit is fine. And everybody wants to go to America, settle down, India. So dissatisfied with their current position, conditioned soul always want to change his positions, hoping that I'll get more money and better sense gratification. But they are spoiling their human form of life. Most important, the most precious thing which has been given to us. We are taking things granted. We are proud of this modern technologies, AI and so many things are coming up. But you can see in the Krishna's creation, already these things are there. Nobody is able to imitate those things fully. They are just crude imitations. the way the flowers are growing on the plant. Is it not miracle? The way so many vegetables growing, they are getting different taste and nourishments. So many fruits growing. Everywhere you can see Krishna's powerful intelligence. And we are simply fascinated by this AI. What this AI can produce? It cannot produce food. It cannot produce nice flowers. It cannot produce very satisfying relationships. Simply exploiting, that's all. Now you take out the 100 people job and put the whole money in your pocket. This is facilitating for the greedy people more using these tools, powerful tools. Previously people were controlling others by using these weapons and encouraging other people's freedom. Like Britishers wanted to occupy the whole world using their powerful guns and the cannons they had invented. So they invented guns first and the cannons, powerful cannons. The Muslim people previously they invented the cannons and then they became powerful. And later on the Britishers had better cannons than them and the guns and they became powerful. Now you have AI and you use your AI and become more powerful and exploit others. What is the difference? Same thing they are doing. And they will always say that we have come here for doing business. What Britishers told. They came to India, we want to do business, we want to facilitate people. Nobody does in this material world. Selflessness is not in this material world. Everybody is exploited. Envy. How can I exploit? They may show it that we are doing something selfless activities, but the inner intentions are always to exploit. Greed and lust and envy is there. And we trust, oh, now new things are coming up. Nothing new. It's old story, same. Come in new form. Prabhu said, old wine in new form, new bottle. Nothing is going to change. People are going to be still, they may suffer more for some time, that's all. And then they will look for revolution again. Something new. Only a person who has taken spiritual life, he can see the real revolution in his life. Some change. One who wants to get out of this material world, got to go back to spiritual world. And he is following the path of non-envy. Bhagavatam. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam gives the solution to all the problems of life. Otherwise, those who want to be under shelter of Maya, Maya will keep on cheating them, always. Give something new, same old things, old wine, new water. And something new, just to fascinate a person. Fascination. Prabhupada said, even in our organization also, people want to do something new. एक तो नूतन किचु करो, Bengali से एक तो नूतन किचु करो, right? Something new. So this tendency in this material world is conditions all want to do something new, but materially. And the materially something new means it's the same thing. It's not something new. Same, eating, meeting, sleeping, defending in different ways. This way I am suffering, that way I want to do same things. But really, the good fortune can arise only when one realizes this, what Bhagavatam is saying, Gita is saying. Simply adjusting this material world, one problem entering into another problem. That old lady who was carrying a big load of wood on her shoulder, suffering, oh, so much I have to carry, it's painful in the forest. Nobody was. So she had picked up such a load that she was thinking, if I put it down, I will not be able to lift it again now. Sometimes it happens, you are carrying so much, and you think, if I put it down, how will I again lift it? So her position was exactly like that. So she was praying to God. My dear God, in this forest, who is going to help me now? Please help. I am carrying such a big load. Because she prayed with helpless, God appeared to her. Oh, what do you want? She told, please lift this load from this shoulder and put on this side. From right side to left side. Tathastu. So that load was shifted from here to here. This is what the material world we are trying to do. Some problem is arising, and then we think how to solve the problems. Now what the problem is? Shift load from here to here. And then you feel relief. Now I am feeling little relief because I am having no pain now in this side. Till the time you start paining in this side. Till that time you are released. So all the solutions what we are having is only simply get this temporary relief from one side shoulder, one side of the putting the load from one, shifting the load from one side to another. And this life after life we are doing the same things. And we want to forget there was previous life and there was next life. Why? Because we don't want to remind ourselves this. We want to continue with the illusion. Something new. Bhagavatam says this, Puna Punashcharvita Charvananam. Again we are doing the same thing what we have been doing in the past lives. But now we say, no. This new AI has come, which was never in the past. Prabhupada said, no, every Kali Yuga these technologies are there. These are the most, what do you call it, low-class technologies compared to the other yugas. Other yugas' technologies were much better than this. So every Kali Yuga will find these motor car civilizations, computers, and these missiles, and this kind of things will come for some time and they will be gone again after some time. Just like some insects are born in rainy season, live for some time and go away. It's not going to change anything in the material world much. It looks like change, but actually people are suffering more that they don't realize. With all these different technologies, so many people are dying in accidents. How many people are dying? You know how many people are dying? 1.5 million people are dying every year. Accident. 15 lakhs. People were not dying really. Bullock carts. Here bullock cart accident die. How many people are dying because of this pollution in Bombay, Delhi and Bombay? Highly polluted places. So many people are dying because of this respiratory diseases. Polluted air, polluted food, polluted minds, water, and then the accidents. And we are proud that we have made in modern technologies. And then previously people would fight with the swords, and only Kshatriyas. Now they want to put bomb everywhere, kill innocent people also. This is a modern advancement. This Iraq and America is happening, they are killing everybody who is coming on the way. Innocent people who are not nothing to do with the war. They are killed. So the things are not changing in the material world, but they are apparently from one form, another form of suffering. That is change. But nobody is thinking about solving the problems forever. Solving the problem of death, solving the problem of disease, old age. That much intelligence, things don't cross their intelligence. They are so overwhelmed with their present problems. I don't have this, I don't have that. So much overwhelmed. And then envy and greed and lust and pride and so much of tormenting them that they cannot think peacefully about how to solve problems of life forever. Even though that sometimes meditation they do, or some kind of sort of spiritual practices, their whole meditation is how to improve their material life. That's why they're cheated by the bogus sadhus. Okay, you do some yogasana and get a good health. For what? To enjoy. yoga for managers, yoga for housewife. What is yoga is? You have become fat, now you become thin, reducing the flesh in your body by doing yoga. What is the use? Simply wasting time, yogasanas. Without understanding the purpose of this yoga, they are simply caught up into something to improve their material life only. And just spoiling this valuable human form of life. Even if you want to have protection in this world, it's better to approach the Lord rather than approaching these cheating people, cheating the so-called leaders of this world. Here it is said, one take direct shelter of Krishna. To live in this material world, one must face many dangers. For example, undesirable food poses a danger to the health, and therefore one must give up such food. Prabhu is saying, give up such food, meat and intoxicants, and offer everything to Krishna. Whatever we eat, we offer to Krishna. Dhanvantari incarnation can protect us in this regard. We follow Dhanvantari's direction in the Vedas, Ayurveda, what to eat and what not to eat. Then Dhanvantari will give protection. Similarly, the Lord Vishnu, super soul of all living entities, he can save us from Adi Bhautika disturbances. Again, then you, spiritualist, you become devotee. When you purify your mind, naturally you will not disturb other living beings. Whatever we have done in the past, done. But now, if we purify our mind and do not cause trouble to other living entities, this is one can avoid suffering from other living entities by giving up envy towards them. If you don't disturb other living beings, and if you now live a life as per the direction of scriptures, then even if you have done something past sinful activities, Krishna will protect. Krishna will protect us from it. And disturbances on the Lord Balaram, whose incarnation is Anand. So these envious people or envious serpents, both are dangerous. Sarpa Krura, Khalak Krura. Chanakya says that Sarpa is Krura. Why Krura? Cruel, because the Sarpa can attack for a little trouble given to him. Somebody touches his while walking. Serpent becomes very envious, and for that little offense he can kill. That's the nature of the snake. And sometimes there are some snakes like cobra, they can attack even without disturbing us. They are very envious. But they can be controlled by the mantras. But the man who is cruel can be very difficult to control. Sarpat Krura Khala. Khala means the envious person. It's very difficult to control. But again, if a person becomes non-envious himself, then Krishna will protect him from such cruel people. Like Prahlad Maharaj was protected from the envious Hiranyakashipu, who was like a snake. He tried to so much harm Prahlad Maharaj. But because Prahlad Maharaj took shelter of Lord, Hiranyakashipu, all-powerful person, could not do anything to him. Can you imagine who was Hiranyakashipu? He was the person whom even Indra was afraid, king of the heaven. Who is controlling all the demigods, who is controlling all the big everything in the material administration, universal administration. Generally, when people are in trouble, they want to go to some big man. Like somebody is trouble, you want to go to the police, or you want sometimes go to the minister, sometimes chief minister. Why? Because they have bigger power to protect you. Where Prahlad can go? This Indra, the king of the heaven, universal, king of the universe. He was afraid of Hiranyakashipu. But Prahlad was not afraid. Why? Because he had taken shelter of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. To remove the fear, people go to some big man in this world and temporarily feel that, oh, now I know this police officer big, and any problem comes I can call him. Or I know this minister, I have a relationship with this big powerful person, rich man. But who was Hiranyakashipu? Hiranyakashipu, all the demigods were afraid of him. But small Prahlad, he did not go to anybody to ask protection. He just prayed to Krishna. So that's why he was fearless. If anybody is able to take shelter of Krishna firmly, has no fear in his life. And because we have taken shelter of somebody else in this world, we are unable to take shelter of Krishna from the heart. Sometimes people go to pray to Krishna, but still their mind is lingering on those shelters. That's why even if they come in front of Krishna, they cannot pray firmly from their hearts. Why? Because they have already taken shelter of something else. Either money or their positions or their people around in this world. Why we are not able to chant holy name of the Lord? Because we have taken somebody else's shelter. It's called Durashraya. Durashraya. Samashrita is Krishna's shelter. And Durashrita means Mayashrita now. Mayashrita and Krishna Ashrita. So Mayashrita means person has got faith. Money will protect me. Big man will protect me. Some big positions will protect me. Doctor will protect me. Prabhupada said one rich man of Allahabad, very rich man, was praying, begging to doctor, please protect me. I can give any money. I want to live forever. Please extend my life. Doctor told him, forget about 4 years. I cannot extend your life by 4 minutes also. I don't have powers. It's only illusion people have. They can create some change. Actually, those who understand have. Unless Krishna sanctions, and nobody has power in this. And these people can give us a temporary relief sometimes. But they cannot give us a complete freedom from all fear. Only one who has taken shelter of Krishna. One who has taken shelter of Krishna can sit down peacefully and chant Krishna's names with enthusiasm. Otherwise, the mind is always hovering around. So many plan making in this world. So one is not able to chant Krishna's name. Janma Aishwarya Shruti Shivir Edamana Adapuman Naivaratya Vidatum Vai Tam Akinchana Gocharam. Kunti Maharani says that those who are proud of their wealth, their learnings, their beauty and their high birth, they cannot chant Krishna's name. They cannot take shelter of Krishna. Edamana Adapuman Naivaratya Vidatum Vai Tam Akinchana Gocharam. They cannot see you, my Lord. You can be seen or you become visible to the people who have no such pride in their hearts. Akinchana Gocharam. They understand that nothing is mine in this world. And therefore they take complete shelter of the Lord. Such people can see Krishna. But Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that such materially proud people means what? They have taken shelter of wealth or their high learnings or their beauty or their so many material things. They have taken shelter. Because they have taken shelter of something else in this material world, they are unable to take shelter of Krishna. Even if they sometimes officially go to the temple, Prabhupada says, and they chant, their minds are not absorbed in chanting or praying to the Lord. They will not be able to call out, Hey Krishna, Hey Govinda, because their minds are still hooked under those shelters. From the core of the heart, they will not be able to call out Krishna's name. So that's why sometimes poverty-stricken person, of course not necessarily, but he is able to call because he finds there is no other shelter in my life. But those who are very rich people, have difficulties, oftentimes can be seen. So therefore, instead of trying to change these material situations, a devotee who is intelligent, he better take shelter of Krishna firmly from his heart. And he always remains grateful to Krishna for whatever he has already received in his life. This human form of life itself is a great gift Krishna has given us, where we can understand scriptures, we can understand Krishna, we can understand that abilities are given to us. Human form of life, we are already endowed such wonderful facilities to practice devotional service. No other form of life has. So one feels greatly blessed. I have been so much blessed already by Krishna's grace. Association of devotees, holy name, the Lord's deity form, scriptures, and such great fortune. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiv, Guru Krishna Prasad Bhai. One feels such greatly blessed. Otherwise, everything is given and still we think, oh, but I don't have this, that person has that, I am missing this. That means we are not understanding our great fortune, how much we are blessed already. Among thousands and thousands of people, one person can come onto the spiritual path. But some fortune we have come on this path by grace of Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada, by Gaur-Nitai's mercy. If we don't understand this as the greatest fortune, and we think greatest fortune is to get some big job in the Google or the Microsoft, or to become a chief minister or some minister in this world, that is a very unfortunate situation. Why it happens? Because of the association of the worldly minded people. Because associating with those people so much, their minds are always absorbed in the material things. Therefore, association of devotees. The association of devotees will help us to always understand our good fortune. Greatest thing we have got it. All these materialistic people are simply unfortunate in that sense. They are just shifting load from one side to another. You can see the realization of great devotees of the Lord. How do they see things? For them, this greatest position in this material world, insignificant. Prabhupada Saraswati or Tukaram Maharaj or Kulashekar Maharaj, you can see their realization. Prahlad Maharaj, they were not interested at all. Dhruv Maharaj, this is Brahma's position. Better than Brahma's position he saw is simply a broken piece of glass. So we can understand what Krishna consciousness is giving us. That if somebody becomes a devotee, he can see everything so insignificant. That means he is getting something better. But unfortunately, if we are given something, we don't understand value. If one beggar went to the king's house, the king's palace. Sir, I want to see what is gold in my life. I have never seen gold. So then, I want to see your treasury, because I have heard in treasury a lot of gold is kept. So then he went. He was taken to the palace and to the rooms and to the staircase and to so many places, and he went and he saw the gold. He saw the gold and he was so happy to see the gold. But when he was coming back, he saw the staircase he climbed was made up of gold. He saw so many pillars were having gold on it. He saw some things were kept on the sides, some what do you call flower vases and everything. They were all made of gold. I said, this is also gold, this is also gold. Just because he was ignorant about what was gold, you are not able to value all those things. Similarly, this Nama Chintamani Krishna, we are having this greatest jewel with us, holy name of the Lord. But we are ignorant. That we think what is this Hare Krishna is going to do. This Nama Chintamani Krishna, this Chintamani, it can fulfill all your desires if you have faith. This is the greatest jewel. Sanatana Goswami had kept that Paras Muni somewhere in the garbage. And he told that this is a Nama, this is a real touchstone, Chintamani. Unfortunately, because of our strong ignorance, avidya, we are not able to see this as the greatest gift given to us. One can achieve everything by taking shelter of Krishna. That's what Krishna's Chintamani can fulfill all the desires. Therefore, one should be very cautious that if we are just absorbed in the material world and chanting, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says our material desires will, the holy name will facilitate us to give some material desires fulfilled, rather than achieving the highest benediction. What holy name can give, Krishna Prem, the real wealth. And we will lose the greatest opportunity of actually having because if we are chanting and meditating on the material desires, then we will get those desires fulfilled, and we want to enjoy those, we will forget chanting. And we will lose the greatest opportunity for us. So if we are chanting inattentively, that will increase our material desires. We will get more and more hankering for material things. And when those material desires are fulfilled, we will be absorbed in more enjoying those things. We get those things, and material desires are never going to be finished like that. Unless we really pray, we really sincerely chant, then the higher taste Krishna will give us. But if we choose not to get that, but to get absorbed in the material world, that freedom always is there with us. Every life is made up of all our choices in our lives. Unless we really hanker for it, laulyam, tadapi tatra laulyam tadapi mulya ekalam. That unless one has that intense greed for achieving Krishna or Krishna consciousness, one will not be able to receive that in his heart, mercy of the Lord, even though it's abundantly available. What we need is intense greed, and that greed has to be developed by the association of the sadhus. Lobha sadhu sangi hari katha. By association of devotees means what? Bhajan kriya. Ado shraddha sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya. Hearing, chanting in the association of devotees and ceremony. And then the purification of the heart, anartha nivritti. And then one gets a firm faith, nishtha. Convinced that this Krishna consciousness is the only good fortune. It's only my real perfection of my life if I attain Krishna consciousness. That firm faith in Krishna, firm faith in holy name, firm faith in devotional service. And I don't have to do anything else. That firm nishtha comes by purification of the heart. Anartha nivritti happens, then only that firm faith will come, unshaking faith. And then from that time onwards is asakti, ruchi, and then bhava and prem. Prabhu has given very wonderfully this stage of advancement. The good association means where we hear about Krishna's glories attentively, with prayerful attitude. Even if we are feeling it's very palatable, we should pray. When I will develop taste for hearing, Taste for chanting, hearing holy name of the Lord. Then the impurities will go very fast. As one is developing a taste, then the advancement will be very, very fast, naturally. Even if one is not having taste, but one is firmly convinced that I have to do it, whether it's palatable to my mind or not, I have to take this medicine. Then by Krishna's grace, slowly taste will develop. With this conviction, Swadvi Kramat Bhavati Tadgata Mulahantari. Then one will be naturally very attentive and very respectful to the holy name, Krishna Katha. And then Rupa Goswami says that the taste will develop gradually. Even the mind is not wanting it, still, yes. A person has got that conviction, it is beneficial for me. And I will do it every day, take it, endeavor. Kintu adarat anudinam khalu saivajishta swadvi kramat bhavati tadgata mulahantri. And once you develop a taste, then nobody has to force you. You don't have to force yourself also. One will naturally become attracted to the hearing and chanting Krishna's holy name and Krishna's katha. Till that time, that what the sincerity is very much expected from the individual sadhaka. Sincerity means whether I like or not. If the acharyas are telling, scriptures are telling, my Guru Maharaj is telling, let me apply myself for these activities. That is the meaning of sincerity. Srila Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj, when he was speaking, most of the people left for seeing something else. And only I and few people, brahmacharis and sannyasis who had done services, they stayed back. And there also he was speaking hours and hours. And slowly many people were getting up and going for the services also. And Srila Prabhupada was practically, with few people, was only stayed back. He said, I was not able to understand much, but he was speaking very high things. But I thought, what will I go and see? Let me sit down and hear from my Guru. And that's what Srila Prabhupada said, Prabhupada said that my Guru Maharaj noticed that I have that liking for hearing. And it's not Prabhupada was relishing it at that time, at least Prabhupada says like that. But I was just sitting because Guru Maharaj is speaking. Krishna Katha is being spoken. So that faith Srila Prabhupada had in chanting and hearing. And that's what is required from our side. Even if it is not palatable for us, even if our mind is not liking, if we just become sincere and want to hear Krishna Katha and Krishna's name, then with a prayerful attitude to the Lord, my dear Lord, please give me the strength to do that. Okay, so we'll conclude here. Anybody has a question, comments? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.